Hello guys, what is up? It is your boy Scoop. Your boy. It is me. Greetings, Scooby Dooey. And welcome, crewmates, to another episode of my talking thingy, whatever you want to call it. Probably a vlog. And it has come to my attention the matter of the YouTube implementing an AI algorithm thingy to infer people's age. And so this uses what you're watching and stuff, and your history and stuff, and it takes that information and tries to guess your age. Well, this brings up multiple questions. What if you get your age wrong? Why? What if they get your age older? What if they get your age too young? What if they... It just all seems really weird. And it's really a problem for teenagers like me. So my friends all look at me and they're like, "Oh, you look so old. You're so old looking." And I looked at like multiple different AI things and just kind of checked the playfield and see what's up. And so one of them guessed that I was 52. I'm 52. No, I'm not. But basically, another one guessed that I was 31. Another that was 22, and another that was 19. Now, I went to this one website that said it uses cutting-edge technology to determine your age, and it got scarily close. They looked at a lot of things. Your jawline, your ears, your face, everything about your face. And I'm afraid that the best thing I could do is probably grow a beard, which I can't do yet. But then I came up with the idea, wait, if that's the case, couldn't people with money just make prosthetics and make themselves look older? And see, the thing is, I don't know. It's a very new thing. And supposedly it's still being tested, so I've got nothing to worry about for now. Basically, there are a lot of problems with that. If you're too old and they say, "Oh, you're a minor," you suddenly cannot watch things that are flagged as not for minors. You can, in the creative thing, you can go into your videos and select 18 plus, yes or no. And, yeah, you can't watch those. So, yeah. And then you've got people like that. And of course, there's a chance that you can like make it so that you are actually there. You can verify your age. You can either give them a credit card or your government ID. Yeah, that would be probably like a driver's license, something. Yeah, let me give them my credit card information. That's not very cool. Or let me give them my entire ID. Let's give them a passport, because you can do that. Now they can go into the airport and pretend to be you if they wanted to. Good idea? Absolutely not. And frankly, some of us teenagers, we're so broke we don't even have a job. We don't have a car. We don't have a driver's license because we're too lazy to practice studying. Anyways, this isn't very cool. This isn't fun. This is a problem. Because what if you're a teenager, but you like to watch, let's say you're really weird, and so you watch Barbie things. Suddenly, YouTube thinks that you're 6 years old. Yeah. And now you can't watch 18 plus Barbie content. Sorry. I don't know. But yeah. And it's not cool. There's a lot of issues. One of the things I was thinking of was what kind of content will that affect? Because there are games like Elden Ring, which are very cool, very beautiful, fun, cool games to play, and it's a 17 plus game. Will that mean I can't watch Elden Ring? Maybe. There's what about like things like let's say Repo. That's probably like a 13 plus game. I don't know. I can't watch that anymore. What about, I don't know, a movie? You can't watch a friggin' movie that's rated like R because it curses a few times. Like, what the heck? No. So, it's very annoying. And I feel like us as teenagers, if you're a teenager watching this, you gotta stand up for yourself. You gotta, like, speak up about it. It's a big issue, and, you know, if you're not a teenager, also speak up for it. More demographics looking at the issue will show that it is probably a bigger issue than what YouTube thinks it is. And also, this is an artificial intelligence algorithm that looks at your watch history. So adults, unless if you're willing to hand over your government ID or bank account information, you're not safe from it either. Nobody's safe from it. Okay, I'm starting to sound like a friggin' the world is ending. Our technology is going to doom us. No, it's not. It might. I don't know. We haven't gotten to that point yet, and I don't frankly care because as long as I die peacefully, I'm okay with it. But I will say that having our little rights that we have being taken away is not cool. It's like we're not able to get a job. We are barely able to graduate high school. We have to go to school every day, not get paid, and we can't even get a house. We can't buy a car. Of course, we can't drive a car, but the fact that we can't buy a car is kind of stupid. We can't do a lot of things, and it's an issue because we founded America because we wanted to get away from British oppression. We wanted to get away from their unnecessary taxes, unnecessary things, and I'm pretty sure a lot of teenagers fought in those wars. A lot of teenagers which had no business being in wars. Teenagers which barely had a gun. There were probably people fighting with like farming implements. Shotguns were made for. Though wait, they didn't have they had muskets back then. Sorry. And while I will say I don't want to be American, I'm probably gonna immigrate to Britain or something like that later. I don't like the fact that we are having our freedoms taken away. And I may be able to say, well, yes. I mean, I will acknowledge the truth that some of us aren't responsible enough to be handling YouTube or Reddit or Spotify or something like that. But the fact still stands that as humans, we do demand a right to our free speech and freedom of not oppression. And with them trying to do that kind of thing, they're basically adding parental controls against our will. Our parents, they could monitor your account and you'd still get flagged. And it's like, oh, you don't need parental controls? Take parental controls. Like, it's uncool. It's kind of crazy, you know? I feel like there are people in this world who are willing to do anything to be free. And starting a war would be something that they would do. I wouldn't start a war, but I will probably try to find a link into the description of coppa because, like, who is designing this stuff? It's insane. It's garbage. It's rubbish. It's stupid. It's a bunch of humbug. Coppa is like, oh, you want something that's fun, entertaining, useful, cool, interesting. Nope. Nope. You can't do that. You can't do that because we're a government agency and we have control over teen rights. Children's rights, actually. And I would argue that I'm not a child. I would also argue that I am mentally much more mature than my peers. And that means nothing to a big corporation, but I still want a little bit of freedom in doing things. So, any teenagers, any adults, anybody who thinks that their opinion matters, you should do something. Just do it. Like Nike says, just do it. I don't know. But it's not cool. So I don't know. Apparently it's to protect us. Protect us from what? And honestly, them doing something won't change the access we have to things. Them doing something will only make it more in demand. You know, it's like, would you rather buy a product that's legal? No, it's a bad example. It's like buying contraband for reasons of making a YouTube video. Making a YouTube video saying I bought contraband to see what the big deal is a lot more interesting than I'm doing completely legal things. Right? I'm sure we all want to watch explosives go off, or breaking the law, doing something like launching a rocket into orbit from your house. Right? Something being forbidden makes it more sought after. And them doing that, it's going to make a bunch of teens be like, okay, I can't do this. What's the big deal? And so they're going to try to do that. It's not going to happen. They're going to find ways around it no matter how inconvenient you make it. Yeah, it's really, really not like, it's just not cool. It's very sketchy, honestly. It's like, what are you doing? And why are you afraid? Are you afraid? Are they afraid of us? What we can do with the information we can gather on there? I don't know. None of us really know. Why they decided to do this now and not like a year ago? Probably because technology hasn't advanced that much, but yeah, it's not fun. But yeah. So if you care, go support the cause. And if you care, the subscribe button is probably going to be like glowing right now for you, because you need to subscribe. Watch that thing glow. Subscribe. Okay, I'm done. But yeah, that's the end of this episode. Thank you all for tuning in. If you've made it this far, Jesus loves you. And yeah. Thank you all for watching. Godspeed, crewmates.